Ladies and gentlemen, Trump is going to pardon Michael Flynn, and he's going to pardon Roger Stone. And we know this because Trump grants clemency to high-profile individuals, including Rod Blagojevich, Washington Post. Let's just read this really quickly, and then we'll read what he wrote on Twitter. Trump grants clemency to high-profile individuals, including Rod Blagojevich, Michael Milken, and Bernard Kerik. President Trump granted clemency to a slew of high-profile individuals Tuesday. Today, including Rod Blagojevich, the former Illinois governor who was convicted on corruption charges in 2011 related to trying to sell then-President Obama's vacated Senate seat. And Bernie Kerik, the former New York police commissioner, jailed on 8 felony charges, including tax fraud. Trump granted clemency to Michael Milken, who was charged with insider trading in the 1980s. Earlier Tuesday, the White House announced a pardon for Edward DeBartolo Jr., the former owner of the San Francisco 49ers team, who pleaded guilty 2 decades ago to failing to report a felony. Eddie DeBartolo was one of the great owners in NFL history, so that's great. Trump told reporters before boarding Air Force One that he had commuted the sentences of Blagojevich, noting that he had seen Blagojevich's wife advocate for him on television and that the Democrat had appeared on Celebrity Apprentice. He'll be able to go back to his family after serving 8 years in jail, which was a powerful and ridiculous sentence in my opinion. So, President Trump, by the way, is not just... He's always been skeptical of long or harsh or sentences or convictions that he felt wasn't right or wasn't fair, or just take it for what it's worth. I'm not making a statement either way. But President Trump defended Mike Tyson and said that his incarceration was not justified because of certain factors. I'm not making a statement either way. I'm just saying Trump has a history of looking at convictions and saying, hey, you know what? There's certain mitigating factors here. There's exculpatory evidence. You know, he doesn't care about the public relations aspect. Democrats pretend to care about transforming a racist criminal justice system and then engage in mass incarceration. And then, like Kamala Harris, withhold exculpatory evidence. And then, you know, you can just go on forever. Kamala Harris is a great example. Bragging about partaking in marijuana and then putting people in jail for the same activity. The hypocrisy and the failed public relations spin is right there. Democrats are they love to be these virtuous, lofty figures who then engage in the same activities they would love to put people in jail for. I'm ambivalent to the latest pardons, but it does. Or commutations, but it does pave the way for a pardon of Roger Stone and a pardon of Michael Flynn. You could look at the latest thing he stated. These were Mueller prosecutors. The whole Mueller investigation was illegally set up based on a phony and now fully discredited fake dossier, lying and forging documents to the FISA court, and many other things. Everything having to do with this fraudulent investigation is badly tainted and, in my opinion, should be thrown out. Even Mueller's statement to Congress that he did not see me to become FBI director again has been proven false. The whole deal was a total scam. If I wasn't president, I'd be suing everyone all over the place, but maybe I still will. Witch hunt. So then somebody writes, Trump would sue no one because with the suit comes discovery. Yeah, discovery also of Mueller. Discovery also of the reasons why certain text messages between Strzok and Page and others were no longer there. He knows he's lying. The truth is the enemy. This tweet is simply big words from a known coward. Oh, yeah, right. The good news, he won't be president forever, and that's when complicit Republicans will no longer protect him. Complicit Republicans, they utilized a dossier literally purchased by Clinton's campaign. Like, could you imagine if they used a dossier to investigate? Could you imagine if it's a Republican, if it's a Republican, administration and there's a dossier purchased by Trump. Hillary Clinton's campaign purchased a dossier, okay? That dossier was used to start an investigation that entrapped and ensnared Michael Flynn and eventually Roger Stone and indicted 30-plus people on crimes that had nothing to do with working with Russia. Okay, this is a message to maniacal, rabid, frothing at the mouth, pathetic imbeciles Democrats, who believe that Trump worked with Russia. You lost. He didn't work with Russia. You lost fair and square. You cheated Bernie Sanders, and you're on your way to cheating Bernie Sanders again. Democrats live in a world where they can't realize what's really happening, because if they realize what's really happening, their dream would come shattering down. They couldn't pretend to be morally superior to Republicans if they realized that they're pulling for a political party that's going to cheat the candidates they want. Then they'd realize that their biggest adversary is their own political party, not Trump. I mean, imagine a world where Democrats would have to realize that their biggest adversary the biggest adversaries are the same people who cozy up and snuggle up to James Comey and Strzok and McCabe and Clapper and Brennan and all of these people. Unelected officials interfered in our election. Comey, Strzok, McCabe, Clapper, Brennan. They did not treat the Clinton email server top secret fiasco fairly. That was not, they covered up. So Clinton had crimes, committed crimes, legitimate crimes. Trump did not. Say that again. Madam Secretary actually did commit crimes. Trump did not. That's why the articles of impeachment didn't list a criminal statute. The articles of impeachment, had Clinton won, would have definitely listed U.S. Code 793F, which is the legal statute under the Espionage Act that says even if top secret intelligence or classified intelligence was mistakenly put anywhere, it's still a crime. That when Comey said no reasonable prosecutor would indict, and he listed all the different legal statutes and crimes that were broken by the subject of his investigation, which, by the way, Attorney General Loretta Lynch, according to Comey, well, we don't know who's lying, but according to Comey, Attorney General Loretta Lynch told him to call it a matter and not a criminal probe. They're both under oath as contradicting one another. James Comey is under oath, and Andrew McCabe lied numerous times under oath, but they're under oath contradicting one another regarding media leaks. This is so simple. That's why Durham will eventually indict people. But we can go all over the place here. There's a reason that your top Bernie pundits never talk about Clinton getting indicted or never wanted that. So the knock on me was, you promised that Clinton would be indicted. Well, number one, I predicted accurately the 2016 election. So that's the biggest prediction or analysis or evaluation, whatever, that nobody on the left was talking about. Number two, I will predict, because Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee again. This is her party, and she'll be nominee when she wants to. Just like that song, you could sing to it. It's Clinton's party, and she'll be nominee when she wants to. Nominee when she wants to. You would become nominee too if you had a secret agreement with that Donna Brazile wrote about in Politico. Anyway, where was I? The same Bernie Sanders pundits that say, well, vote for Clinton in swing states or vote for Hillary Clinton eventually, They'll say that again. The same people who've told you to vote for Clinton will pretend they don't really want to, but eventually they'll say, yes, we have to vote for Clinton. The whole thing is a charade and a scam. They don't care that their side commits crimes, even the side that cheats them. See, it's like they're completely programmed to believe a certain thing. And you have a situation where Mueller headed a special counsel based on James Comey's memos. At what point did people say, well, Comey's memos were accurate? These are the recollections, the opinions of a person that he couldn't prove anything he said. Oh, Trump asked for allegiance. He could never prove that. You don't think President Obama had a loyal staff? They were so loyal that Attorney General Loretta Lynch met with Bill Clinton. And anything that happened in President Obama's administration, he was completely cut off from. But Trump, it's all directly his fault. So the proof is in the pudding. The articles of impeachment did not list a crime. Why? Had Clinton won, you would have had numerous crimes to dealing with servers. The transfer of top secret and special access program intelligence, how that happened, is one of the greatest crimes in U.S. history. So, but everybody knows that. Okay. I wrote about that on Amazon. But her top secret emails, but her deleted emails. Okay. People still buy the books. They're great. They're below in the description section. In the pinned comment. But Roger Stone and Michael Flynn will be pardoned because Trump is reversing the Mueller probe. He's slowly reversing the Mueller probe. The Mueller probe was an egregious, basically an illegal abuse of state power. Give me your thoughts below. Check out Goodman's other channel right now.